Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a blessed day. It is Saturday, April 25th, and yeah, I don't know. The Spirit was revealing a few things to me this morning, and I wanted to read Matthew 24. So one thing is, I didn't know what a votive offering was, so I had to look that up. It's an object placed in a sacred place for religious purposes, typically to gain favor from supernatural forces. These offerings can be made in anticipation of a wish being fulfilled or as a form of gratitude after a prayer has been answered. So, long story short about this is a votive offering is witchcraft. Any object placed in a sacred place for religious purposes is idolatry. You're, you know, you're putting your faith into a object that was created. And it's witchcraft because there is power in doing these things like the psychic readings, those card readings, the tarot readings, the all that different kind of hocus pocus stuff. That stuff is not fake. That stuff is real. There is power in it. But the way that it works is that it's honest at first. It's honest at first. So you get hooked in. Every single word you're like, "Oh, this is true. This is true. That's true." And next thing you know, you're getting all your information from the devil. And God is sitting there wondering, like, why didn't you just drop down on your knees and ask me? Like, I would have showed you, I would have given you a sign. But, so, long story short, yeah, worshiping objects in any way, shape, or form is idolatry. And then getting power from doing these hocus pocus, this dark arts, magic, white magic stuff that actually works, like that's witchcraft. And the Bible says anybody participating in that is going to be found in the lake of fire. So, not worth it. Not worth it. Um, so, and then 817 means aloof, to aloof, apart from, literally or figuratively, in the absence of, without. Aloof, that's a word we don't use anymore. I like that word. Aloof means emotionally reserved or indifferent, distant or uninvolved. This is what happens when we put on masks and build walls around ourselves. Like the world trains us to be these hardened individuals who don't care. And that's not who we are. That's not who we were. And that's not who we were meant to be. 4910. It means to be in good condition, by implication to fare well or feast. To entertain sumptuously, sumptuously in company with middle voice or passive, to revel together, to feast with. And then see the verse of the day. Every day there's a new verse of the day. You just click here on that. A merry heart doeth good, like a medicine. But a broken spirit drieth the bones. A broken spirit will kill you. I'm convinced of that. Matthew 24. This is the chapter about the end of the world. Most people don't know this. Most people don't know that there is a chapter about the end of the world in the Bible. Most people don't even know there's an end of the world. Most people just think that this earth has been here for millions of years and things are going to continue on. But if you read the book of Matthew, you can go right to the beginning in chapter 1, and it tells you right here how many generations there has been between Adam in the garden and Jesus Christ being born. And if you count all this, it's 77. Jesus is the 77th generation from God. So knowing that, and then also knowing that a generation is 70 to 80 years, we'll just take the high number. We'll take 80. 80 years times 70, oops, yeah, 77 generations. So there was 6,160 years before Jesus Christ. And that's if we use 80 years as a generation. And people will say, oh, people used to live 6, 7, 800 years old in the Bible. Okay. Well, that was only the case for probably half of the time. So let's just take 400 years. Let's say people lived to be 400 years old. You got 77 generations. Earth is less than 30,000 years old. And honestly, the Earth is more like 8,186 years old. There was 6,160 years about, whatever, something like that, before Jesus. And since that, there's been 2,026 years. All right, let's read Matthew. Let's read about the end of the world. 1. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, that there shall not be left one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. 3. And as he sat upon the mountain of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in divers places. 8. All these are the beginnings of sorrows. 9. Then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. 10. And then many shall be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. 11. And many false prophets shall rise and deceive many. 12. Because iniquity shall abound, which is sin, the love of many shall wax cold. 13. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. 14. And the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all of the world for a witness unto the nations, and then shall the end come. 15. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, which is our body, whoso read, let him understand. This happened on 3/11/2020. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains, because the Ezekiel war is coming on Israel soon. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. I never understood this clue. It's obviously a clue. Why would God say, pray that your flight be not in the winter? And obviously flight means, hardship, trouble. Neither on the Sabbath day. Like, I don't know. I never understood that. But then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. 22. Except those days shall be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. 23. And if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here's Christ, or there, believe it not. 24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. For as lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered. That same verse is in Luke. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. Now, most likely, these stars fallen from heaven, when the Bible calls the fallen ones from heaven stars, and that's why Hollywood has the whole Hollywood stars thing, and there's only X number of Hollywood stars, because these are literally the fallen angel spirits that rebelled. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with the sound of a great trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. Israel turns 78 on May 14th. And the fig tree we were told that the fig tree generation will not pass away until all these things, God said these things will happen before the fig tree generation passes away. And what's that mean? It means the generation that saw Israel become a nation again, which is like our parents, like the baby boomers and the silent generation. They're the ones that saw that. They will not pass away before Jesus comes back for his second coming. And his second coming, if you read the Bible, is to take his bride to heaven. And it'll happen in the blink of an eye, like a bolt of lightning, instantly. So likewise, ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. So, all these people that nobody knows the day or the hour, nobody knows the day. Okay, Father does. My Father does. So, this was Jesus telling people this 2,000 years ago. So the question is, are we going to know the time when it gets close? And the Bible says we will. The Bible says we will know the season. And the Bible also says that when the day gets close, it will be revealed to us. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So in the days of Noah, everything was genetically corrupted. as it is today. So I call today the days of Noah 2.0. And then, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. So nobody, he was warning everybody. He was saying, look, it's about to rain. The rain is going to flood the whole earth. And you need to submit to God and get in this ark. And they all said, no, you're crazy. So same thing, current day. Things are going to be normal when the rapture happens. It's not going to be like, things are not going to be in chaos. Things are going to be normal. Then two shall be in the field, one shall be taken and the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, so that's at work. The one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for you know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched. He would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for at such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler of his house, over his household, to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant, whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find him so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, God's not coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. That's the chapter about the end of the world, Matthew 24. And then Matthew 25, one of my favorite parables. These are you got 10 people waiting on the Lord to come. Half of them are fake, and the other half of them are real. So, long story short, the real ones are taken, the fake ones are left behind. And then the fake ones came and they said, Lord, Lord, open up to us. We can't believe that this thing is real, even though we were told about it. He's going to say, open up to us. And then God's going to say, verily I said unto you, I know you not. So watch therefore, for you know not neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. We just know we're in the season. I love this parable too. If God gives you a talent, don't hide that talent. Do not hide that talent. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gathered where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him that has 10 talents. For everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. 33. The division. He shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on his left. This is the division of the wheat and the tares. The wheat's going into the barn to be saved, and the tares are getting binded into bundles to be burned. Salvation is free. The door is always open, but people hate that door for some reason. Nah, I love you guys.